Get ready, Starfighter. Starfighter ready.
Hey YouTube, how you doing? Okay, welcome to another video. Amiga pickups. Oh, toffee latte, lovely stuff. Okay, yeah, been a while. Then a lot of people have been quiet recently, I think, unless I'm just subscribed to the wrong people, I'm not sure. Yeah, me. Lack of motivation for a while. Ill health too. Finally on the mend. Not COVID, but just a few times had the cold and stuff, you know. Getting the energy levels back up, so working on it. Yeah, so this one then, Amiga pickups, some I'll say golden oldies, but some decent shooters, quite a few shooters. A couple of little nostalgia trips in here as well. Also coming up, not in this video, but got some Amstrad pickups, some games from Europe and some recent releases too, some really good games actually. It's quite a good selection I think, but and I like the Amstrad, so. Also got 6 games so far for the Mattel Intellivision, 6 new games. Well, new for me, not as in new games. So that might be a separate video, plus the collection video. About 25 games, not that many for the Intellivision. Not after anymore really. Also picked up quite a few PSP games, nearly all shooters. I think I've got every single shooter released for the PSP. I've got a commercial release. Some pretty expensive ones in there as well. So that might be a video. And also a few PS2 games I might chuck into that video as well. There we go. Also been working on an Amstrad themed video, which I'll come across or get to later on at some stage. Also one for the Amiga, so to do with shooters. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. I think that's about it really. That's all coming up. I did toy with the idea of a new top 30 Amiga games. I've been toying with it for a couple of years now, because I did one, must be about 8 or 9 years ago now, been around that long. It was very popular at the time. Things have changed of course. A lot of people commented on it and say, oh yeah, great stuff, but you missed this, I missed that out. But of course it's all personal taste, isn't it? But I'm sure my personal taste from then is different to now. Obviously quite a few shooters in there, but a lot of other games too of course. Yeah, anyway, that's quite a bit of waffling, isn't it? On the show, shall we, or show the video. So first up then, like I say, a lot of these are golden oldies. You can see it behind you here. I already had this game in the micro deal box. I managed to get hold of her quite cheaply, the big box version, which is much better. I'll roll down. There we go. Lovely box. You can see the screens on the back there, obviously playing behind me anyway. So it's nice to get a little upgrade if you like. Okay, this one. Now according to the Hall of Light website, which is the place for the Amiga games, if you want to look up Amiga games, this is extremely rare, and it showed up, this is going back last year, most of these games come from last year, and 4 stars, so extremely rare even. And it come up for like right now £20 plus postage I think, or best offer. Okay, I'll quickly chuck in a best offer, and that don't work, I'll just buy it, because I'll say it's extremely rare. Not very good by the way. And he accepted the offer, so less than £20 including the postage. Got the final trip, which looks quite similar to Insanity Fight. Take the shine off the screenshots. Very basic, not very good. Another one, 1987, so very early days of Amiga. Like Insanity Fight, I think goes, well actually Insanity Fight, as you can see, it's going past 1,000 miles per hour and you're dead within a minute. Final trip, things move slower because your ship's quite big as well. It's just not very good. Alright then, another one from 1987, my word. This is a different sort of game. It's a mini series back in '87 from Micro Illusions software, or the company, whatever it is. And it's a 1-to-1 series where there's a couple of 2-player games going on. They did a few others. I think there's about 3 of them in the series, maybe 4. This one though, really nice artwork. Galactic Invasion. I had to buy it just for the fact it's a record sleeve. Obviously, disc and instructions are in there. There's the back. So it's basically a bit of strategy, then 3D shooting against someone else. Apparently it's not very good, but it is 1987, so not many games on the Amiga in 87, barring likes of Defender of the Crown and Sidewinder, were very good. But that one, I think about £20 I reckon, so that's not bad really. Okay, next up then, they're both shooters basically, 2-in-1 package here. They're both PD games originally, but then got a kind of commercial release. They are Nucleus, or is it Nucleus? I think it's Nucleus, and Bug Bash. A Bug Bash is set over like 5 screens long, and you're destroying bugs, shooting them, and protect your garden, something like that. Nucleus, top there, that's how it looks almost in the game. So graphics are quite good. It plays like Menace. If you play Menace on your Amiga, I think everyone knows Menace, you can get straight into that, although Menace is better. Menace to me isn't quite basic. Nucleus doesn't add up as well, doesn't play as well. But graphically quite nice. Yeah, I was pleased to get 2-in-1. Right, how about a bit of gameplay of Nucleus? So what do you think of that then? Like I say, it plays like Menace. You can see there are resemblance. I don't know, I think Menace came out first. I'm pretty sure Menace did come out first. It's still hot, my word. Okay, next up then is a bit of nostalgia for me. Now back in the Amstrad days, one of my favourite budget games was this, Ninja. There it is. Quite basic, screen to screen. Few moves, few throwing stars to throw, and a few levels to get through. Just your average typical beat 'em up. And it wasn't until about, I don't know, 15 years ago, 12, 15 years ago perhaps, I realised it got an Amiga release. That's the version on the hard drive. And there it is, it's called Ninja Mission. It's basically the same game, everything else is it's all laid out the same. Obviously the graphics are improved, you can see that. And you've got extra moves too. You've got, I think you have a sword. I'm pretty sure you don't have a sword in your Amstrad version. So there's extra, there's like roundhouse kicks as well, not just your kick, punch kick, low kick, all that lot which you get in your Amstrad. You've got a few extra moves which is quite nice. So I quite enjoyed it. I mean, I played it a lot. I used to love ninja stuff back in the late 80s. Loads of ninja films I used to watch. Can't find anything now, I wouldn't know what I'm looking for to be honest, but yeah, good to have that one. Pleased. Next up then, it's one of these games I've been after for a while, because I like the name of the game. It's just bizarre, it's a silly reason to get a game really. But it's a different sort of shooter. It's kind of got a bit of Tempest in it and a bit of Space Harrier, although it's set in space. So, not Space Harrier. So it's into the screen, your ship goes around the outside, and your hat waves up here, and you shoot them. It's like an invisible line on the outside, so like I say, has a bit of Tempest in there, sort of thing. Been after it for ages, and got hold of a copy, Pursuit to Earth. I think it's basically the same game as, or clone if you like, of, is it Gyrus or Gyrus? How do you pronounce it? I know the game, just never heard it pronounced. So you can see the screens on the back there. As you can see, it's the PC Hits version, which I obviously wanted the big box, the original box, sorry. Literally 3 days later after it's come through the post. This shows it on eBay, doesn't it? The box is a little beat up. There is actually a nicer version on eBay now, but do I want to pay 30 quid for just a nicer box? I don't know. As you see, it's the same game, but different covers. Yeah, it's gameplay's not quite there, so it could have been a bit better. But it's nice to have. Just shoot to earth. Just sounds good, doesn't it? I think so. All right. With other things I like as well as like shooters and pirates. So just got this pretty cheap for about £6. Skull and Crossbones. Scrolled-in hack and slash for the most part, isn't it? Sort of adventure. Yeah, I think Skull and Crossbones it's okay. It's not rubbish. It's not amazing. It's nice to say, really. Bowmark. Right. Now, last couple of years, I've enjoyed it. Quite a decent series on Netflix, Cobra Kai, which is of course the Karate Kid, like basically 30 years on, 35 years on maybe. The first couple of films were good back in the 80s, and Cobra Kai, I'm enjoying that. And this has popped up a couple of times recently. Karate Kid Part 2, when only one winner survives. Now, I looked it up before deciding to purchase this, and it's not a bad fighter. I mean, it's not International Karate Plus. It's not going to be as good as that. Showing the box really, but it's pretty decent. It's quite nice and colourful. I mean, again, this is it's got to be 87 or 88. Actually, says 86 on the box, but I don't know if it come out that early. There we go. Okay, the next one. Well, yeah, the next one. A seller. This is going back a couple of months. I don't know why. I can't explain myself for this one, but you listed a load of strip poker games, and there's no excitement out of them. Maybe back then there might have been. Obviously, you're 12 years old or whatever it is. And anyway, obviously these days, not. I'll put in a cheeky bid. Cheeky bid for one of these games, and I actually won it. I was watching all of them. No intention of buying them all, trust me. I mean, like I say, I ain't bad at poker, but I can't get a straight face, so I've been no good with that sort of thing. Anyway, I won it. Reline software, which is quite hard to get hold of, but there we go. It's called Hollywood Poker Pro. And it's actually one of the better games, apparently, of poker, if you wanted that sort of thing. The graphics, nothing to get told off for here, but the graphics are actually quite good. There's some decent pictures. So one of the better poker games, and I didn't know until the other day, Chris Holzbeck does the music for it. So it might be worth, I've never loaded it up by the way, might be worth loading up just for that. Yeah. Don't judge me, alright? Don't judge me on that one, okay? Right, back to shoot 'em ups. 3 more shoot 'em ups. Should we change that? I think we should change that first. Alright, well, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so yeah. There you go, Karate Kid Part 2. Looks alright, doesn't it? Some nice moves there. I have some sub games as well. I don't know, I just haven't looked into it. But got various backdrops, quite a few moves, all good. Okay, moving on then. 3 shooters left to show. The first of these then comes from seller. Actually, 2 of these 3 games come from the same seller. This seller recently I've dealt with quite a few times on eBay actually. She, as it is, or seems to be the main person behind it, has listed absolute tons of stuff recently, and a lot of them are sealed games. I mean, hundreds of games. Where the hell to get all these games from? One game brought to my attention. I noticed. It was Galactic or Galaxy something or other. I don't know. It was kind of a shooter or not as such, but the price, £4,999.99, or best offer. I thought about sending offering a fiver for it or something. I sent the link to Paul, Mr. Bads. He'd seen it as well. It's like, I think that's even out of his range of buying stuff. Of course, it's got to be a game you really want to spend something like that. It's just mad. But it's not the only game that's listed at £5,000. There's a few others too. Then they went down to like a couple of thousand, then 900, or literally 1,000. Loads at £500. A lot of these games are sealed and rare. Half these games I hadn't heard of. I had to look them up. And shop or their place with these games must be so impressive. I went in there with a credit card, I'd be bankrupt, I'll tell you. It's got to be, again, got to be games you want, but wow. All these sealed games, I mean, you wouldn't think of it these days, that many sealed games. I must have had a shop back in the day or something. Oh, yeah, anyway, back to this. This one, I enjoyed this on the Amstrad, although it was a bit of a specky pull. It was a bit slow, had to colour, but it's quite a playable game. I enjoyed it. This on the Amiga, it's probably more to the arcade. It's faster and there's a lot more going on, so maybe I just enjoyed the Amstrad version, but I've not got into this so much. But this then, sealed, Flying Shark. Apparently it's a German version, but it's Flying Shark, you don't need any instructions how to play that, do you? So yeah, still sealed, awesome. That was still near £100, even with a best offer, which she accepted. But good to get, super stuff. Next up then, this is actually the latest game out of all these. A lot of these games are early games. Yeah, most of them are actually like 80s. This one, probably from 96, maybe slightly later. This comes from Germany. If you wanted Twinbee, again Twinbee, cute sort of shooter, vertical scrolling one on the Amiga, this is the game to get, but you need quite an advanced Amiga 1200 to play it. 4 megabyte fast RAM, there you go. Okay, F99 Gunby. The Kidnapping of Lady Akiko, I think it is the full title. Yeah, it's a cute vertical scrolling shooter over 5 levels, I believe, and lots of cute cutscenes and stuff. Not played it yet, I'm not sure. I think I've got a fast RAM on my 1200, I'm not sure. Extension, accelerator in there. Yeah, nice to get. It is a good game. Just to get to play it. Finally, last game, again from that same seller I mentioned just now. This is actually another PD game, and it's basically a rip-off of Project X. Not necessarily a bad thing, of course. I think it's 5 levels, and some really nice graphics going on, parallax scrolling and stuff like that. Anyhow, sounds more like a racing game, but it's not. T-Racer, dinky little box, disc-sized box, floppy disk-sized box. It plays on any Amiga as well, according to that down there. Can't see it. No graphics on the back. It does mention Project X on the back, oddly enough. Yeah, I mean, everything moves around pretty fast. You know, great scrolling, like I said, good graphics. Sounds alright. I think the title music is quite good, if I'm right. It's just not the most exciting. I don't think the gameplay is quite there, but when I finish this video in a moment, I'll check a bit of gameplay in the end for you to see. If you haven't seen it yourself before. Yeah, nice to get. That was probably like £12–15, so it's not bad. There we go then. A few more shooters to the collection. Oddities. Some perhaps I'm not very proud of. Strip poker one. I don't know. I'm not sure why I actually put a bid in that. I'm not, but I did. So there we go. I'll chuck some T-Racer gameplay on the end of this. I'll be back soonish. Perhaps with the Amstrad pickups next. I don't know, or the Intellivision one. A video anyway. Good to be back. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.